friends, Christy here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. I am standing in my living room today because it is time to finally start counting all my books. Oh my word. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been getting prepped for it, and today is the day. In my living room, I have 4 spots. This shelf here that has Book of the Month and Jane Austen related books and Harry Potter on the bottom. I've got read books on 2 shelves, and then some author spotlight kind of shelves over in the other corner. So it's basically the 4 corners of this room. So this is where we are going to start today. I'm gonna do this room, see how long it is on the video, and maybe add more to it, or maybe we'll just break this up into multiple videos. I'm not really sure, but I have created for myself a little table that just will help me out along the way. So the categories that I'm counting are read books, books that I've obviously already finished, books that are unread on my TBR, and then I have a third column for non-TBR books, because things like cookbooks or Bible studies or decorative books that I'm not planning on reading, but they're on my shelves. By the time I'm done, I want to know a final count of how many books I own in my house. Yikes. It's going to be a project. We're going to see how far I can get today. So we're going to start with this shelf behind me, which is Book of the Month. Like I said, Book of the Month, Jane Austen, and Harry Potter. Let's get to counting. I forgot that I need to be sorting out read and unread. And then it comes to the Harry Potter books, and I have not yet read the illustrated edition ones, but I have read the regular. It's the same story. Do I count it as read or unread? I think I'm going to count those as unread because I would like to read those. And the Jane Austen shelf, I just counted straight and I forgot that I've read a bunch of those. So here we go again. So first shelf counted, I have 58 read books on this shelf. All of my Book of the Month that are out here are read, and a good chunk of this Jane Austen shelf is read, and most of the Harry Potter books I've read. So 58 read books, 14 unread, for a total of 72. 1 shelf down, 3 to go in this room. All right, now we come over to this book in the corner right by my front door, and these are all read books and Pango at the bottom, but I'm not counting. I will count my Pango books, but I'll put them separately because those are not to be read. Well, I guess I could put them in the not gonna read pile, and I'll just label them as Pango. So here are these ones. Okay, so on these shelves, I have 96 read books, 0 unread, and 31 Pango books. So they're in my not TBR column for a total of 127. I'm not going to add them all up yet. We'll do that at the end. Moving on to this next corner. Let's see, I'll just bring you around here. We have this color-coded shelf, and on the floor here, which you can't see right now in the video, but I'm gonna have to move a couple boxes because I have a few things that are thrift store or sell on Facebook Marketplace, all that in this corner. So I need to move these because this shelf does go all the way down to the floor. This is all read books for 1, 2, 3, 4. But down on the bottom, I do have children's books, and I think I'm going to put them in my not TBR book column. Some I've read, some I haven't, but I'm just putting them in my not TBR book column. They're all picture books for the most part. So I'll show you in just a minute, but I need to move these things out of the way first. All right, so as you can see, I switched to a Sharpie because it just was hard to read what I was writing with that other pen. Sharpie is much easier. And so on this shelf, including the kids' books, I have 187 books, 102 read books and 85 children's books, which I put in the not TBR column. So we have one shelf left in this room, and this has a similar situation. It's back here in this other corner, and down on the floor are all of my empty boxes that I use for Pango. So I could probably minimize it a little bit, but for now I'm just going to get those out of the way so that we can go all the way. I don't even remember what's at the bottom, but this top shelf is Ella Montgomery. This shelf is also Ella Montgomery. The next shelf down is Agatha Christie. And then I don't know if I have stuff down in the bottom. It's been a while since I've seen it. So we're going to double check and see what's going on with this shelf. Okay, I don't actually need to move the boxes because down, that's the Agatha Christie shelf with the rainbow, but down underneath is just photo albums and book sleeves. So thankfully I don't have to move all the boxes out of the way. We're just going to go ahead and count this one now. All right, so I've just counted this shelf. It was a little tricky because I do have multiple copies of one Agatha Christie book, which I'm keeping multiple, and I have many copies of Anne of Green Gables. So I decided to just put them all in red, even if I had more than one copy, because I've read them. And I've probably read more than the amount of times of the number of copies I have, but I just put them in red books. That's how I solved that problem today. So for this shelf, I have 38 read books, 27 unread books. Most of those are Agatha Christie books. One devotional or gift book, which is up at the top here. I have a plan for that, but it's a Devo book, so it's not a TBR book. So altogether on this shelf, I have 66 books. So in this room with 127, 187, 72, and 66, I have a total of 452 books. In this room alone, 452 books. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have two other sections I need to just put down at the bottom. I have random. I just noticed I have 3 coffee table books, and I just realized I have a kids book collection behind my TV. So I need to count those 2 areas. Oh, it's the Little House collection. I have a box set of those. So those are red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these books are mostly red as well. Secret Garden. I don't remember what they are though. Oh my goodness. Call of the Wild and Wind in the Willows. I have read Wind in the Willows, but I've not read Call of the Wild. I think I've read all of these except Robin Hood. So I think I've read all of these except Robin Hood and Call of the Wild. So what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 read and 2 unread. All right, adding on those 2 little sections, I have a total of 461 in the living room. So that added 14 more behind the TV that I had read, and 2 unread, and 3 coffee table books that are not TBR. Oh my word. I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot more books than even I knew I had. And I think I'm gonna stop here. So these might be shorter videos to watch. I need a little break in between. A lot of these are pretty dusty. I am gonna go ahead now and clean this room, wipe down the book. I have a little Swiffer duster, clean out the floor underneath where some of these things lived, and yeah, just get this room cleaned up a little bit and wrap this one up. So I would love to chat with you down below about any of the books that you saw here, or how ridiculous my book collection is, or anything else that you would like to talk about. I always love talking with you in the comments down below. And if you're not feeling chatty, but you want to let me know that you were here, go ahead and put the surprise face. Because even I'm surprised at how many books I have, and this is only one room. I have multiple more shelves to go through. Holy moly, I have a lot of books and I'm loving it. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes of your day to hang out with me and watch this video and support me in lots of different ways. I really appreciate you for being here, and I look forward to chatting with you in another video very soon. Bye.